You are listening to the Dave Sweetmore Show, and that is the brilliant single from Alex Spencer that came out in March, Things Just Come and Go. And I'm delighted to say that joining me now is the man of the moment, one of the most talked about musicians in Greater Manchester, the man you just heard, the one and only Alex Spencer. Alex, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Dave. Thank you for having me here today.
Hey, it's great to see you. You're looking great. You're sounding great. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm really good.
Do you know what? Last time we had you on the show, it was obviously during the pandemic, during the lockdown, so we had to do it by Zoom and stuff, but you're in the studio today, so it's really good to see you. You've got a new single coming out on Tuesday, which sounds amazing. I'm going to play it in a minute. First of all, though, you know, a lot of the listeners to this show will know who you are and all that kind of stuff, but for the listeners that perhaps aren't familiar with Alex Spencer, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and how you got into music and stuff.
Well, I'm Alex. I'm 14 years old from Manchester. I started about 4 years ago. My dad used to play guitar. I got bored of him just playing the same Oasis covers 3 chord songs over and over again. Picked up the guitar. I just went from there. My social media, I put covers on my social media and it got a bit bigger. Then I did busking, a lot of busking in town, and that's what started me off basically.
Now, first of all, before we talk about the fact that you started writing your own stuff, when you were busking, you've had a lot of attention of loads of like celebrities, like Liam Gallagher was tweeting about you. Yeah. That's pretty crazy, that, isn't it? You know, who else has been on board since we last seen you?
The Lathams, the Lottery Winners, the Cortinas, Badly Drawn Boy, Jake Bugg, a big influence, but and many more. So
it's safe to say that everyone, you know, is proper loving Alex Spencer. Yeah. So, you know, you did your busking, you got all your stuff out there on the socials and stuff. When was the point that you came and you thought, I can write my own song here?
Well, I was overseas on holiday, and I was surrounded by loads of musicians, and I just got... someone said, oh, why don't you try writing songs? I tried writing songs, and it turned out good, and I just keep writing and writing. It
were brilliant, and you did release that single we've just played, Things Just Come and Go, and not only that, you decided to give a lot of the money from that to charity as well.
Yeah, Young Minds, yeah.
It's such a great thing you're doing, and it was a brilliant single as well. Now, one of the things that's proper intrigued me during lockdown is the fact that a lot of musicians have, sort of put it on the back burner and have disappeared and all that kind of stuff, and you forgot about them. You've been really active and really successful during lockdown. Was that important to you to keep your name out there during, you know, the lockdown and when people couldn't go out?
100%. You always need to just keep busy, putting covers on, keep the social media active.
Well, you certainly did that. You've got a new single that comes out on Tuesday. Tell us a little bit about this single. We're going to play it in a minute. It is brilliant. Tell us about it.
Well, yeah, it's a new single. It's called The Morning Times. A bit different, but it's still really good. And I can't wait to release it. It's going to be great.
Do you find that since you wrote the first single, Things Just Come and Go, perhaps your influences have changed and how you write a song's changed?
Yeah, definitely. Writing's a lot easier. There's so many different ways to do it. Sometimes you have these phases where you can write for ages, sometimes the opposite where you got no ideas, but yeah.
So have you got a lot of material stashed away?
I do. I've got quite a few demos, but I just need to keep writing more. That's what everyone tells me to do, so that's what I'm going to do.
So over the last few months, you've done a lot of stuff. I've worked with you a lot of festivals and that kind of stuff. What have been the highlights for you of your last few months?
Made in Manchester Festival. I did Romley and Bolton, and it was great. I smashed it. The atmosphere was great. I supported the Clone Roses a few weeks ago, and I've just been doing loads of other gigs. And
you've got loads of great stuff coming up as well. We'll talk about plans for the future in a minute, but this new single you've got coming out on Tuesday called The Morning Times, you're actually doing a pretty special single launch for it as well, aren't you, on Wednesday, is that right?
Yeah, Wednesday.
On Wednesday. The single comes out on Tuesday, you're doing this on Wednesday. Yeah. Tell us about the, this single launch, where you're doing it.
Well, it's going to be at Old Dominions Rugby Club in Ardenshire, and I just want it so everyone can come to listen to my music. If they pre-order it on iTunes, Amazon, it's free tickets to get there. If you want to pre-order it on iTunes.
And you're dead easy to find on social media as well, aren't you?
Alex Spencer Music UK.
So, you've got your second single coming out on Tuesday. We're going to play it in a minute. You do the single launch on the Wednesday, which, like you say, if anyone, pre-orders the single, you get a free ticket to it, which is great. What happens after that? What's the plans for the future?
I just want to keep writing, doing gigs, getting my music out there. I want to get radio play, everything, just a bit of everything, just keep doing gigs and stuff.
And even though you're building up a decent sized fan base already, you've proper got your feet on the floor still, and you're working hard at it, and getting your name out there and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen, Alex, thank you so much for coming down. It's been great, to follow the journey and stuff, and it'll be interesting to see what's happening this time next year for you as well. Do you know what I mean? But good luck with it all, and keep us up to date with what you're doing, man, yeah?
Thank you.
This is the brand new single that comes out on Tuesday for Alex Spencer. It's called The Morning Times. Make sure you get it. Follow Alex on all the socials, and I'll tell you what, get down to the gig on Wednesday night as well, and all the details for that gig are on your socials, are they?
Yeah.
There, make sure you're there as well. So this is it, the brilliant new single. It comes out this Tuesday. Save it, pre-order it, get it and listen to it. It's brilliant.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. It is. It's really good. This is the brand new single for Alex Spencer. This is The Morning Times.